Hey everybody, Charlie from Keene Estate Sales. We are in Euclid this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'll just let you look at the times on the door right over there. So Friday 10 to 3, Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 1. I'm going to show you around. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe them. Helps get the word out for Keene Estate Sales and just estate sales in general, because they are awesome and you get great deals. This one's a little bit unique. As you know, if you follow me and come to my sales, I've gotten a lot of sort of more male centric sales, and this one is a little bit that way, or a lot of it that way, I should say. It's there's a lot of golf here, and that being said, there is a potential that there will be a golf buyout before the sale. There's still a lot of really cool stuff here. So please check in with us. And you'll see on estatesales.net if that sells. If not, we will proceed, and the prices are outrageously good on what we have here. He was a custom golf fitter, and so you'll see a lot of those items, shafts and balls and club heads and things like that, and grips out the yin yang. So anyway, I'll give you a tour, and I hope to see you this coming weekend. And of course, we've got Darcy, who will escort us around. So you come into this house, we'll have checkout right here, and we've got all sorts of cool little things. We've got some Nardos there, and we've got a little bit of jewelry, a little bit of tagged jewelry there. That means silver. Really cool piece of artwork right up there, vintage. Got a Fender amplifier speaker there. And then again, if I go too fast, just feel free to pause the video. We do have some Genesis right there, which I know you will be showing up for. Really cool vintage radio. Little ashtrays here, and then we've got some really cool sports prints here, and we do have cigars. There's a bunch of cigar boxes as well. That's a little vibrating footstool, so if you recognize it, it was at the other house that we did for the same client. So this is the first of sort of the golf that you will see. He was a custom golf fitter, so we have all these irons here made up, and then club heads galore. We do have a rough count actually of what we have here as far as grips, club heads, not balls, because balls are crazy amount of balls here. And then these are all woods here, drivers, fairway woods, and then those are shafts over there, and then these are groups of shafts here, like sets of clubs here to be made. And then all the club heads are up here, both putters, irons, and some woods, fairway woods. And there are some good brands here, folks. Cobra, TaylorMade, things like that. This, oh, sorry about the finger there. This was his set here, so it's a very nice set. And then we have a bunch more hockey jerseys, which we actually had at the other one. We've got hockey socks. And then those are sort of Value City jerseys. And then we do have some vintage stuff here, though. Vintage. There's some hats, a bunch of those polo shirts. They were at the last one as well. But the vintage clothing here is cool. T-shirts, sweatshirts, things like that. So why don't we go upstairs? And this whole closet is club head covers, club head covers. $2. Putter covers, $1. He has a bunch of like original art right here. Everybody knows how fair I price. And then this over here we thought was kind of funny. We almost tossed it, but it's all promotional stuff from all the promotional stuff he did. They're a penny each. You can excuse me, I went for a run this morning and I'm kind of feeling it. Cool lights over here and some games. We do have some holsters. We do not have any firearms here, unfortunately. Utility belts. And then look at all this stuff here. And all these collectibles here. And we've got some more collectibles here. A lot of hockey. A lot of hockey. A couple cool lamps. There's a heat lamp right over there. A little bit of Christmas over here. Ooh, some nice little plant stands here. And then we've got some older games here. And then those are all cassette tapes. That Darcy is blocking the view. There's a bunch. Get out of the way. Cameras. He was a photographer. There is a bunch more photographer stuff downstairs. All right, I'm gonna pause and we'll head downstairs. All right, stepping into the kitchen. And the house was in a little bit of rough condition, as you can sort of see the ceiling there. We scraped and cleaned and got this place. It was hoarded, so it was really challenging, especially really in the basement. Upstairs wasn't too bad. We actually had room to sort of move around. But we cleaned this up because it was bad. That refrigerator did not look brand new, but guess what? It looks brand new now, although it's not for sale. The stove, I will take some offers on the stove. We do have a little utility closet behind me that's got some cleaning products, things like that. And then down here is kind of where a lot of the cool stuff is. So I'll start right here. This old vintage TV, hockey, glassware. Really nice bar here. Really nice bar, which could be moved out of here. Glassware. We've got hockey sticks here. And then look at that sign. Look at this vintage hockey. Like instead of foosball, it's hockey. I don't know exactly what it's called. Rod hockey table is what it's called. Those are all putters over there. And those are all putters there. And there's some more putters there. We got all the putters over here. We got golf towels galore. Got hockey equipment. There's pucks everywhere. These are all like dollar bins here, right in here. Mostly all $1. And then look at all these club grips here. There's a lot of them. We got some junior clubs here. Pick those up. Please be respectful when you're here. Like, I know you're going to dig through this stuff and find cool stuff, but man, we put a lot of work in here to get this thing set up. Those are all boxes of these Schlesinger raw distance. More balls. You'll see more balls later. This is a non-slate pool table, which is in excellent condition. So it's pretty lightweight. It could easily be moved. It's really nice. So if you want sort of just a functional little pool table for your basement, I think it would be a great thing to have. And I don't know if I scanned up, but all the walls have beer signage. So we got cigar boxes. We got a little bit of sort of Halloween here. That's a nice dartboard. It looks brand new. There's like no holes in it. And then I'm going to scan all the beer signs here if I didn't get them before. Okay, and moving on. Then we've got, this is the workshop here. You couldn't walk past this step right here. This place was piled high, 6 feet high in both of these rooms. You couldn't see in here. You couldn't walk through here. It was absolutely crazy, but there are tons of tools here. Lots of really cool, good tools. A lot of good shop tools. So those are all shafts. Those are shafts. Those are used shafts there, but I think there's probably some really good ones in there. And then there's all the club making tools here. So if you want to get into some club making, or if you're already a club maker and would like to expand, we have some really nice tools here, and they are priced way, 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 way under what you could possibly get them for. Certainly retail. And everybody knows, again, that I price very, very fairly. So nice package tools here. And then tons of hand tools in here. And we didn't pull them all out because they're already sort of in here and they're all priced. So really good stuff here. And then there's, you know, paperwork. This multi-tool, I don't know exactly even sort of what that does, which is why it's priced so cheap. Kind of an old school, cool belted table saw. And then, oh, look, roller hockey. I love roller hockey. Played a lot of roller hockey back in my 20s in California. Hockey stuff down there. And then I know you're going to come down here, you crazy cats, and dig through some of this cool stuff that we have down here. Mostly like photographer equipment. And then look, I've got this, and I don't know if this is a dark room, this Canadian photo equipment timer. It's something cool inside this box, and it's all wrapped up, and it is priced to sell. So I think that's it for the basement. I'm going to pause the camera and we'll go outside. I don't know if I finished the kitchen here, so we do have some cool vintage stuff here in the way of pots and some cooking and some fondue and things like that. I'm going to take you outside. Now, there are pictures of a jet ski on here, and the jet ski is not here currently. It is going to the shop to be looked at. It might be purchased. So, it is not here at the moment. So, all sorts of garage stuff, all priced pretty inexpensively. I put air in these tires on the bikes. These are some nice solid bikes in here for cheap. Here's one of those photographies, sort of photo, darkroom type items. I'm sorry, I don't know what the name of that is. There is a snowblower here, which definitely needs some work, but cheap. I got this old Crossley radio over here, and then I've got a bunch of tubes. All those tubes that go in there, they're actually in that little tennis can right there. And some brand new tools and packages here. And then there's nothing up there. We cleared out. Again, you could not walk in this garage. You couldn't take one step past this front door. Look at this old stove. My brother-in-law just bought a stove like this. And he got a ripping deal at $300, and he put it in a 1930s cabin that we've been rebuilding in Massachusetts. This one is at $200. Needs some cleanup, but could be really cool for somebody. This, I am 99% sure this is a huge golf net with the posts here. That could be set up in someone's yard. And then the last thing that we have actually is this Town and Country, which also was unbelievably dirty. And look at it, we made this thing look almost brand spanking new. It has a few cosmetic things on the outside, not much. It is a 2013, and we will take offers on this car. You can pause that to look at sort of the information on there. These seats were folded down and in. They fold down completely flush with the bottom, so you could be all utility here. And then the inside, it runs. It needs new brakes though. It's like scraping. So the calipers, I think, were locked up. But I did roll it around the block, and it's scratchy. So I think it needs a brake job. But beyond that, I think it's a sensible vehicle, certainly for the price. All right, everybody. I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Thanks a lot. Say bye, Darcy. Bye, everybody.